Kevin McGeehan. Guy Jackson. Mayor Thomasina Jay. Harold Kowalski. But let me welcome the late Guy Jackson. Hello, Guy. I'm so glad you made it, and as are we all. All right, so once again, this is a competitive storytelling event. We will begin with a 1-minute story or less.
I want to tell the story,
Oh, please.
I always forget to tell them.
This is the time.
When you tell your 5-minute story, I'm going to be playing a little musical theme at the 4-minute mark. That means you have 1 minute left. That doesn't mean you're done, it means you have 1 minute left. Just wanted you to know that. You'll also be tickled with a feather at the 5-minute mark. Once you're tickled, you have 1 sentence to finish your story.
1 sentence. All right. So kind of as an introductory as to who they are, let's start out with our 1-minute story with Kevin McGeehan.
I debated doing a salacious story tonight, and that debate won. I've always found that certain times being polite helps you out of certain situations. When I was in college, my first girlfriend and I, we were each other's first. And that brought a lot of randomness, especially on her part. One night at a party when she was drinking a little bit too much, she decided, let's go outside and do it. I responded with a steadfast, bleh, and we went outside, and the only place in which we could do it was one of those air conditioning ducts, so the ones with the fan, the exhaust fan that comes out. So she climbs on top of it, lies down, puts her legs on my shoulders, and then as coitus begins, she passes out completely. And at which point, a woman walking to her home with groceries walks by us as her legs are on my shoulder, as a passed out girl is underneath me, and all I could do was be polite and just wave.
That's what I say every time I go to the toilet. I sit down on the toilet and I just say, I love you, just like that. And I even do it in public situations, like at the movie theater in New York, in the public restroom, in the stall, I sat down and I said, I love you, pretty audibly. Anyone could hear. And I left the stall and there was this woman sitting near the sink and she's looking at me all judgy, you know, like, then I see that she's got an infant over the sink, peeing into the sink, urinating into the sink, and I think, oh, well maybe that's what I'm doing. I'm cheerleading my bowels. I'm helping myself eliminate. But the truth part of me, the truth part of my brain said, no, that's not it. What it is, Deanna, is you're looking for the person. You're saying I love you to the one. And you're hoping that he will hear you through the toilet tunnel of love, through the stratosphere of sewage. And he will be sitting and doing his business, and he will hear you say, I love you, and he will say it back. And I will find him, my whole life will change, and that's why I bought a foam toilet seat.
Yeah!
I'm sorry. I really don't eat chips, said Leo to me after I'd offered him a chip and he'd only managed to choke down half of it. Half a chip. I eat bagfuls whenever I want. Leo was even gagging a little. Interesting. Now Leo's gone on home, and I'm just sat here watching these who probably get 3 free drinks every shift of work they do.
All right, guys. Carl Kozlowski. Carl.
narcoleptic for most of my adult life. True. And I'm riding the bus one night, the 720, down Wilshire Boulevard because the cops won't allow you to drive when you fall asleep, surprise. So I'm sitting down, I drift into a dream, and it's this lovely dream. I'm on a date, I'm in a movie theater, and I'm sitting with a lovely girl, and in my dream, I touch her on the knee, and as I'm filled with warmth and love, and it's going great. All of a sudden I feel this cold sensation. I snap awake, and I open my eyes to see my hand being held in front of my face. I look over at a very angry Latino guy sitting next to me. Apparently I had palmed his knee, so he proceeds in front of a busload of angry Mexicans to slap me in the face with my own hand. And I couldn't do anything about it because I deserved it.
All right, here's Clara Thomasina J.
My parents thought I was a bit special needs because I had a really, really big head and a really, really tiny body. And I was like a baby owl that just sat there and blinked and didn't do anything. And I didn't walk and talk when I was supposed to. I used to just go blah, and shuffle along with my bottom. And they were really concerned for my well-being. And my favourite thing as a kid was to go on a sledge in the snow and just ride around like this and thing on the sledge. And then one day I saw a hole in the fence. Tiny hole. So I got my head, my really big wobbly head, and I poked I was 3, by the way, I wasn't an adult in case you thought I was a child. My big wobbly head, and I poked it through the fence, and I got totally stuck, and I couldn't move, and my mum had to call the fire brigade to get me out, but she was really pleased, because I shouted, help, help, help! And they were my first words I ever spoke.
Finally, Josh Filipowski. Josh.
My wife and I don't always agree on things, and that's apparent by the fact that this afternoon she thought we'd be able to go visit her friends in Manhattan Beach, and then I'd have time to make it back to Santa Monica in time to change, shower, and look nice for all you beautiful people. I've known this for a while. When we first got an apartment together in New York City, we were on the 4th floor walk up, and it was a hot summer day, and I had come home from work, and I walked from the subway, walked up the stairs, got into the apartment, and all the windows were closed, and the air conditioning wasn't on. And she had just taken a hot shower. She got out, she was baking a cake. She lit some candles. She was ironing. So I was hot. I went to the bathroom, I stripped down to my boxers, I threw some water on my face, I came out, and then I looked all sexy, right? Yeah. So we got it on. When we're done, the cake was ready.